Hi, welcome to Catherine's Corner and welcome to my Monday meditation space. I've just been thinking about life work balance and burnout prevention, and I found a really great rule of thumb about daily balance that I'd just like to share with you. I don't know if you have a day off per week, like a Sabbath day. I have my Sundays off usually, but that can change. Sometimes it might need to be a Saturday or even a weekday, depending on what I've got going on. But we miss something if we only rest at the weekend and we power through the week and not have that balance. So there's a really great tool by Amelia and Emily Nagoski called the 58 and 42% rule. So basically, it says that we should spend 42% of our time in a day on rest and recovery and 58% on productive or work related activity or chores, that kind of thing that is not restful, let's face it. Well, and some people find them therapeutic, but I don't. So each to their own. But in a 24-hour day, you should ideally have 10 hours of rest, and that includes sleep time. So if you're getting your 8 hours sleep, then brilliant. You probably only need 2 hours of extra complete downtime or mindful activity. Meditation or prayer can go into those time slots, obviously. So this is kind of why it's relevant to the Monday meditations. So think about that. Did you get 8 hours sleep? If not, maybe if you got only seven, maybe you need the 3 hours of mindful or restful activity. If you got 6 hours, maybe you even need 4 hours to make it up to that 10 hours of rest and recovery, just so that we actually recover from any tiredness and any depletion from the 58% of productive activity that we're doing, and we're not just temporarily masking our exhaustion levels. So by the end of the week, we truly are continually rested and we can enjoy that day off rather than collapse on that day off. It's hard and it's not always easy in this time that we're living in where we're busy, we're being bombarded with things all the time as well that take us off our focus. And that's why it needs to be intentional, really, rather than sort of an accidental drifting into kind of not doing anything. So although that can be helpful as well, but almost if it's an intentional switching off, then it's still intentional, isn't it? It's not kind of just I'm scrolling and I'm not getting anywhere with this time, because that can be tiring in itself. So it's just about being a little bit more conscious about how we use that time off that we allocate for ourselves every day. So you don't need to be sedentary. For the rest time, you can do mindful things like mindful cooking and eating, or play, like playing a game or talking to a friend in a way that's going to be restorative in sort of connection. But if you're an introvert like me, you might find yourself just needing to have your alone time to replenish those energy levels. But it's yeah, physical activity, that's the other one, going for a walk. And you could split that into like 30-minute segments of really deliberate things, and maybe leave one of them as a completely throwaway kind of doesn't matter what I'm doing. I could be scrolling or watching something, just to not put any pressure on myself at all. If you need that, then that's what you need. But just be aware that screens can really kind of deplete our concentration as well. So yeah, finding 10 hours of rest per 24-hour period, that is just the key to it. If we're going to split it in the way that these researchers recommend. I tried it myself in a conscious way and actually found that it really helped. So, just a good way that you can build in a principle of rest into your daily life and not just the weekend. Take care.